Hey, hello everyone. Hope you all are able to hear me. Sorry for the slight delay. This person has to be removed. Okay. Okay, so I am going to tell you on where you can find the exercises. Good one, Kailash. That's a good one. Okay. Let me go to 360DigiTMG. Here, when you click on this YouTube link, you would find the videos. I'm going to share that link with you guys. Okay. It should also be there in the playlist. Yeah, it's there in the playlist. If you see here, if you click on that, you'll find the 3 days of videos. Day one, day two, and day three. Okay. You can just explore that, and you also have day two. Then you have day three. Okay. Now, if you want link to this, I'll quickly share. Once again, friends, I just want to tell you that if you subscribe, you will be notified. Tomorrow, we'll be giving you a link. You'll have to enroll and you'll get the. No, no, don't worry about attendance. We are taking it from the backend system on who all have attended. Do not worry about that. Friends, just refrain from sending messages on chat window for 5 minutes. This is the link, friends, YouTube channel. And as I keep requesting you all, please click on subscribe so that you watch that. And there were a few questions on where can I find the exercises. So if you go to 360DigiTMG and click on LinkedIn, it will open here. And these are the various people who got placed through us in the field of data science. We keep posting that also. Yeah, here we go. So you click on this and the code for day one, day two, and day three would be available here. And here we go, the Python session. We will ensure that today and tomorrow also we post the details. Okay. And you please answer here in comments, right? A few of the people have answered. Look at that. That's a good thing. I request you all also to respond to that. So let me give you the link and do one thing, click on follow. The moment you click on follow, next time when we post the questions, you would be notified about that. Okay, here we go. No worries, Ishita. Okay. uh okay, that's the LinkedIn thing. Yeah, you can just inquire with us if you want the full paid program of data science or something on those lines. Tomorrow I'll speak about that. And here also, do you see a link which says follow? Okay, let me open the pen, which is very important for me because I need to keep writing. I need to get on. Okay, I'll just quickly tell this and then we will move on. So here, please click on follow to follow. And here also we posted the details. So let me show you. And there are a lot of webinars which we keep conducting. This is the guy, I mean, many people got placed through us. And we keep posting each time someone gets placed. We keep posting their details so that you all get benefited. Come on, what's happening here? Yeah, it's fine. Internet connection is fine. Yeah, you'll also find interesting mind maps. You can attend any of the free webinars, demo sessions, videos, interesting stuff. And okay, I think I need to go to posts. And then there will be a post. Just allow me a minute. Let me take there. It was published 10 hours back. Not, yeah, here we go. So Python code is available here also, and you can take the quiz here. See, a lot of people have responded, friends. It reached a few people. Good, that's a good thing. This is how you practice, and we will also ensure that we put the answers here, okay, so that you also learn. Without practice, you'll not be able to learn. Sorry, I will give this link as well once again. Here we go. But please do not forget to follow, friends, because otherwise you'll not be able to see that. Tomorrow's session will be last. No more videos. I use something called as Epic Pen to write Divya Prasad. So I think that's only from the trainer's perspective. Okay, now let's move on. Yeah, I shared, right? This link, Facebook link. Okay, let me put it on the sticky note in that case. Let me put here. I posted, right? That's for the Facebook part. But please follow, otherwise you'll not be able to see, and please subscribe. Okay, that aside, let's move on now to the session. Today, we are going to discuss about a few more interesting things about Python. So let me mention that this is going to be your day 4. Day 4, you're going to learn about the power of lists. What is a list? What is a list? List is a container. List is a container in Python which stores multiple data sets at a time, which stores data sets. And these Python lists are often compared to arrays. You will have something called as arrays in other programming languages. List is very similar to that. And a list within Python is always written within square brackets. You have square brackets, and a list in a Python is written within these square brackets. And each element in the list, like shirt, shoes, belt, etc., each element in the list has its own unique position, and it will have an index number. Okay, and here the indexing in Python starts from 0. So this is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. Okay, so now let's take it forward. So you have these 3 which are being assigned to shopping, and then you have print shopping. So what you're doing is you're assigning these list of elements to an object called shopping. Henceforth, we need to understand and get ourselves familiarized with the terminologies also. These are called as elements of a list, square brackets. And this, whatever you give here, it can be any name absolutely, is called as object. Object name can be anything. And the moment you do that, here you can see that shopping is a list with 3 elements, these 3. This part, I don't think we can maximize it. This part, I don't think. Okay, you can maximize or zoom in this and this. Okay, script window and the console window. Okay, now next. For item in shopping, print the item. So you have all these items in shopping. Print the item. So you have three items here: shirt, shoes, and belt. The three items are printed one after another. These are just a few basic operations on how you can use a for loop and how you can print the results. So for item in shopping, print item. So item in shopping, the first item is shirt. It will print shirt. Again, it will go back. For item in shopping, shoes, it will print shoes. And then for item in shopping, it will go to belt and then it will print belt. You can also do this wherein, did I get the mixed responses once again? Ah, it's there. Okay, fine. If I do shopping of -1, it will go to the last and it will pick this -1, -2, -3 in that way. When you go from left to right, index numbers are 0, 1, and 2. But then when you want to start from the last and come until the beginning, then -1, -2, and -3. Shopping of 1 means you'll refer to, I mean, what we are doing here is when I say shopping of 1, ideally we are trying to replace the index number 1. What is the index number 1? Shoes. You're trying to replace that with banana. So if you say only shopping of 1, it says it is shoes. Only if you highlight this portion and run, it says it is shoes. Here we have shoes. And when you say banana, then what happens is shoes will get replaced with banana. Now if you say print shopping, shirt, banana, and belt appears here. Now print shopping of 0:2. 0 is this, 1 is this, 2 is this. However, when I run this, you know for a fact that Python behaves slightly in a different manner wherein whatever you mention here, the last number, that would not get printed. So when you say 0:1, you ideally want 0 and 1. You just want 0 and 1, and this is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. Next, shopping equal to shirt, shoes, and belt. I'm once again adding that to shopping. Now, if I say shopping dot append apple, so it will actually add another entry. These are all the inbuilt functions which are available in Python, which will make our life easy. So if I say apple, and then if you say print shopping, it is going to show you all the items or elements which are part of this list. Earlier we had only 3: shirt, shoes, and belt. Now apple got added to it. There is another way to append. You can say that I want to have an empty container, empty list called shopping. It has nothing. If you observe here, it's a list with 0 elements in that. If you say shopping.append of shirt, you got shirt there. If you say shopping.append of shoes, you also have shoes. If you say shopping.append of belt, you also have belt. And when you say print shopping, it shows shoes, shirt, shoes, and belt. And then when you say shopping.insert, okay, 2 comma ham. Let's see what happens if I run this and print shopping. So the index number 2, earlier what happened is this is index number 0, index number 1, index number 2, and index number 3. So here dot insert, append means it will add an additional entry. Insert means you're saying that go to index number 2 and whatever was there earlier, belt was there, it got, or whatever was there, it gets now replaced with ham. Do you need to always have a list of strings or list of numbers? Can I not have combination of a number, string, and boolean? Can we not have a combination of these three is a question. Can we or can we not? We can. We can have numbers, strings, and booleans together. So I'm combining those three, and then these are the three elements of a list, and you're assigning it to an object called all types. And if you say print all types, you have those 60 months and true. You can create using lists. You can actually create a matrix. So here that is exactly what we are doing. We are creating a matrix. So this is how the numbers will be. Sorry, just a minute. Sorry about that. I could not control my sneeze. Yeah. Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, and you have 4, 5, and 6. You have two lists of items. You're assigning those to an object called matrix, and then we are printing the matrix. Okay, and when you print, you're only printing 1 and 1. Let's see what that does. So if I were to run these two lines of code, okay, now this is row number 0, this is row number 1, row 0, row 1, and this is also this is column number 0, column number 1, and column number 2. Okay, row 0, row 1, column 0, column 1, and column 2. Now when you say matrix 1 comma 1, that means you want to refer to row 1 and column 1, which is this, and that is what is printed here. Simple, straightforward. Okay, next. Can I combine the for loop with this kind of matrix? Yes, certainly you can. So let me run this. We are running a nested loop. So what we are doing is we are saying for I in range of length of matrix, you're taking the complete length of matrix, and then you're saying j. This is like I, this is j, the one that you're seeing. If you have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, rows are defined using I, and columns are defined using j. Okay, so here for j in range of length of matrix, okay, that means you're processing first I, all the rows, and next you're processing all the J, which is all the columns, and you're saying print matrix A, I and J, meaning print each and every element until you reach the length of matrix, until you complete that matrix. And hence numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are printed. What happens here is first go to row number 1. Within that, go to column number 1. Okay, or if the indexing here starts from 0, row number 0, this is, say, row number 1, and say you have columns here, 0, 1 and 2. These are all columns. So rows are given using I, columns are given using J. Okay. Now it will go to first I, which is row, I equal to I in range of length of this. The complete range is taken, but the range of I is 2, right? Range of length of matrix is 2. Here, rows. So it'll go to the first row, which is row number 0. And then for J, in range of this, it has 3. Range is 3. Okay. Now, you go to row first, I is row, then go to the column and display the result 1. Then take that first row, go to the second column, display it. Go to the first row, third column, display that. Now go to next row, row 1. In that, go to the first column, display that. In that particular row, go to column 2 and display it. And within that row number 1, go to the last column and display the result. In that way, you can put nested loops, for loop. Okay, next. We can also define in this way, wherein you have the various list methods. So what we will do here is, I am creating an object called employee. Okay, and within that employee, I'm giving my name, age, and department. In which department I work, basically. So I'm defining this specific object. Let me run it. There we go. And the good part here is, the moment you look at this, you know that an object got created and it has all these things. So it's a dictionary with 3 elements within that. Okay, so it is simply put a dictionary, right? Now, a Python dictionary, this is a Python dictionary, which is an unordered collection. And dictionaries within Python are written using these curly brackets or flower brackets. And these have keys and values. You put keys and then values pertaining to that. Okay, this format is very, very similar to one of the data types, which is called as JSON. Like you have Excel, and like you have CSV files, text files, you have another file format which is called as JSON. Okay, now once you create this dictionary and once you have the keys and values within that, it is very easy for you to proceed further. Wherein if you just say print employee of age, it is going to go to age and display the age. So let me print it here. There we go. So it will go to this dictionary called employee, and then it will go to this key called age, and it will display the value corresponding to that. And here we are creating items. I'm creating 3 items. Within these 3 items, there are 3 elements. Okay, within the items object called items, you have 3 elements, shirts and all these things. Oops, I think only items got selected. My bad. Yep. And then quantity is 3, 2, and 1. Now there is a function called as zip. What does the zip do? Zip is going to kind of create a dictionary for you. So you're saying zip items and quantity. What would happen? Let's see if you zip it and you're storing the results of this items and quantity. You're zipping, storing those in an object called orders, and you're saying print the orders. It throws some junk, character at you. The reason being, you always have to say print list of orders. Only then it will display the results. So let me run it. Look at that. So in some sense, using zip, you could create a kind of dictionary wherein you have the key and the value, key value, key value. So you have key value pairs. Next, you can also create a dictionary in this way. Okay, similar to what we have done here. We are creating the dictionary here. Whenever you have these curly braces, that means it's a dictionary. Within the dictionary, you have key and the value corresponding to that. And you're storing that in an object called orders. When you say you want to print orders.values, it will just take the values and print 5, 3, 2. Just those values got printed. And if you say print list of orders.value, it's giving the numbers 5, 3, and 2. When you say no, I don't want to see the values, I want to see the keys, you run it. And then it will actually, what you're saying is go to this dictionary, because this is your dictionary now. Go to the key and go to the value. Okay, and then you have the values. These are the values. When you say go to dictionary.values, you get the values, these values. When you say go to the dictionary.keys, you go to the keys. Then you say T is equal to shirts, shoes, and belt. So I'm just assigning a few elements to an object called T. When you say print length of T, it says 3. Okay, this is a function length. You can find out the length of various objects using this function called length, L-E-N. Okay. To this T, you can append. When you say dot append, it is going to add an additional element and it will not replace. Okay. But then what has happened here is this is called as a tuple that you created. The challenge with tuple is that So T for tuple. The challenge with tuple is that it is very, very similar to list, but tuple cannot be changed. They are called as immutable sequences. Immutable sequences, which means that their values cannot be changed after you initialize it. So I ran this. Now you cannot do anything with this tuple. Okay. And that's the reason why you got an error. Okay. So t.append should have ideally added socks here, but it did not add because this is not a list, but this is a tuple. T of 2 means what? 0, 1, 2. This 2 you want to replace with socks. When you run that, you still get an error because of the tuple thing. If you want to still add something, you can add in this way, wherein you print T, so shirts, shoes, and belt, plus apples and oranges. So if you do that, here you can add. So you have shirts, shoes, and belt, and you're adding apple and orange to it. But if you just say print of T, it will only show you shirts, shoes, and belt. Now we move on to something called as sets. So set is basically a collection of items. You can do various things within Python, such as you can actually look at the sets, union of sets. You can look at intersection of different sets, not a set. There are many things, right? So for example, say you have set A and set B. You'll have certain elements in set A and you'll have certain elements in set B. If I want to find the union A union B, that means it's count of A plus count of B minus this intersection portion, because this portion gets counted twice, right? So you take this part, union means both of these, and then when you take this part also, ideally you should take only until here, but you take this portion also. So this portion gets counted twice. So you want to subtract that intersection portion. Okay, if you want only the intersection portion, that is pretty simple. That's this portion, A intersection B. All these things can be implemented, okay, using Python functions. Okay, we will see. I'll just type. I think we don't have, but I'll type that. Shouldn't be a problem. So let's first run the sets. Set 1 contains set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. So you have set 1. When you put set and when you open the brackets, and within that, within square brackets, when you give the numbers, it's set. You can print this and see. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you have set 2. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you assign it to set 2. And when you print set 2, you have all these numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The numbers which get repeated twice will get removed off. It will be counted as 1. Here 4 is getting repeated twice, it is counted as 1, and 6 is getting repeated twice, but it would be counted as 1 entry only. Here you have all the numbers which are not sorted in a sequence. However, when you run this, the numbers will get sorted in a sequence. Not just that, these are getting repeated 3 times, but then it gets into the set only once. You can also have set of uh, you need not always have set of numbers. For example, you can say, oh hey, let me create set 4. It will contain set of shirts, shoes, and belt. So we have set of shirts, shoes, and belt. Oh my god. Uh, oh, sorry, my bad. I need not give this. Okay, sorry. So you're having this, okay? Wherein you use this curly braces and then, oh, I added another Python, my dear friend. If you start treating Python as your friend, it will behave properly. Okay, S4. You can print these. Now, if you want to add a new item, these are not, these are mutable. Earlier, tuple that we discussed was immutable. That means you cannot make any changes. But sets are mutable. That means you can make changes. If you say s4 dot add, and if you want to add pineapple, and if I were to run it, now if you say print of s4, there we go. So you also have pineapple, which got added to this. Next, set operations, right? So we thought we will also quickly discuss about the set operations. So let me create a set called S5, and we are going to create 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 numbers, and I'm assigning it to S5. Then say you have S6, and you're going to assign 3, 4, 5, 6 to this. Now, if you want to know the union of these two sets, that means all the elements, and whichever is common shouldn't come, right? Ideally. So it shouldn't get repeated twice. So here, when you look at these numbers, this is how it would look like. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is one set. Then you have 3, 4, 5, 6. This is another set. So 3, 4 is getting repeated twice. If I use a function called print of S5 and type delimiter and S6, when I run this function is union. So when you run it, why we didn't define this? Okay, sorry. So you have S5 union S6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. If you print S5 dot union of S6, and if you print those numbers, you get all the numbers 1 until 6. You can also print S5 and S6. And means or operator means union, or union is S5 union S6. And here and is intersection. Okay, intersection means S5 intersection S6. Intersection union. All right. Now either you can use this and ampersand, or you can use the function intersection. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to run this and you get the result 3, 4. If I say print S5 dot intersection of S6, S5 and intersection with S6, print those numbers out. So those numbers are 3 and 4. There are many things such as equal to, less than, minus, bunch of those things exist. Okay. Many things, right? We are slowly and steadily understanding. Now there are a few inbuilt functions or libraries rather, right, which exist. We are going to make use of such libraries. And we have something called as math function, which will help you perform certain mathematical operations. And here, let me import math. And then you have numbers 5, 7, 11. We're just taking those numbers. And we are trying to find the factorial, some factorial. So what do you mean by factorial here? If you say math dot factorial of n, I'll type it here. Math dot factorial of 5, you get so much 120. Do you know how we arrived at 120? Factorial means 5 factorial is equal to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. When you multiply all of those, you get 120. When I say math dot factorial of n, for n in numbers, that means you are saying that take that n from these numbers. These numbers have 5, 7, and 11. Take 5, substitute here. Take 7, substitute here. Take 11 and substitute here. And then you get different numbers. You add them up. And then you get the final result. So when you do factorial of 7, factorial of 11, and factorial of 5, you get 3 different numbers. All right, factorial of 7 is again 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, and 11 factorial, you can write it in this way. And you're adding all these numbers and storing it in an object called result. Now when you say print results, you want the results to be displayed on the screen here. So let me run this. There we go. This is a summation. 399 2195 21960. So here it is 399 16800. Here it is 219. That means you just added 5040 and 120. Okay, then you can also write a function rather than each time writing this lengthy thing. You can write this particular function only one time. So you're writing it here. I think this color is not good. Let me choose this color. Okay. You're writing it one time here, and you're defining a function. You're coming up with your own user defined function. So define compute of numbers. Here you have numbers. And you're saying you store this particular function in an object called compute, or in a function called compute. And when you say compute of these, it will simply take each and every number, all those numbers, and it will put in this. So for n in numbers, so it will take each of the n, it will substitute here math.factorial of 5, then we'll take n, math.factorial of 7, then math.factorial of 11. It will substitute in that way. So let me run this. You define a function. So compute is something that you have defined. When you say compute of this 5, 7, and 11, you get to see the result. All the three factorials are made available for you. Next, there are a lot of inbuilt functions which exist. Basic functions, right? Such as, say you're creating a list of 4 elements and assigning it to an object called animals. Now, when you say sorted of animals, look at what has happened here. All these 4 got sorted now. Cat. C comes first, right? Alphabetically, A, B, C, then D, E, F, G, then H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, right? So it is sorted in that way, alphabetically. Can I sort it in a reverse order? Can we do that? Yes, sure. So you say sort the elements of animals, but in a reverse order. So when you say reverse equal to true, you're sorting them in a reverse order. So you have sheep, goat, dog, and cat. Now, based on the length of the words or the characters, you want to sort them. Let's see. If I just say sort animals, sort the animals, animals meaning this animals, which has all these 4. But what is the condition? Condition is key equal to length. Meaning you look at the length of these and then sort it. Let's see how it gets sorted. The 3 comes first, 4 next, in that way. Okay. So what it's doing now is saying, okay, this has 3 characters, D, O, G. C is 1 character, A is 1 character, T is another character. This also has 3 characters. Sheep has 5 characters and goat has 4 characters. Length 3, 3, 5, and 4. Now when you say sort the animals based on key equal to length, you have dog, cat, goat, and sheep. Goat is 4, sheep is 5. And here sorted animals, key equal to length, reverse equal to true. Meaning you want to print them in reverse sequence. Here we go. Sheep, goat, dog, and cat. Okay, you printed that in reverse sequence. That's it. So in this way, you can do many things. There is also an inbuilt function for sorting. If you just say, okay, take this object called animals, say dot sort. The moment you say dot sort, it is going to sort the values. Then if you see animals, you have the animals in a sequence. Okay. Then you have another thing, which is import numpy as np. And then say you have all these numbers 10, 21, 3, 14, 15, and 16. You're taking all those numbers and assigning it to x. Okay, first of all, what is this numpy? Why are we importing it as np? Let me first clarify that. Numpy is one of the libraries within Python which is very extensively used, and all the numerical calculations, number, num means number, okay, all the numerical calculations are available in NumPy. So let me put it here. All the numerical calculations are available in NumPy. Okay. And why are we importing that as NP? If you don't import it as NP, also it works. But the only thing is, wherever you want to use functions within this library has bunch of functions, has collection of functions. Okay. And when you want to use those functions, you always have to give the name of the library dot the name of the function. Now numpy numpy 5 characters. Instead, you can use a shortcut as np. If you import library using such a shortcut, from the next time, you need not say numpy dot array. You can just say np dot array. So it will save a lot of time, and that is the reason why we have in this way. I mean, this is how we import. Even if you don't want to use this, that is absolutely fine. The only thing is, wherever you have a function within the library, you have to give the complete name. Now x is equal to bunch of all these numbers. Then when you say multiplied by 2, what it does is it produces a dual list, meaning it will take all those numbers from 10 until 16 and it's going to just produce that twice. Then you're saying numpy dot array of these elements of these x, and you're assigning it to y. Why? You just want to show the difference now. Let me see, where is x? Okay. Here, this x got loaded as a list. And now you're creating y, which got loaded as an array. Now, if you say type of y, and if you want to print that, type of y is showing as numpy. It's a numpy n-dimensional array, right? And if you now say y here, when I said x multiplied by 2, it produced this list twice because it was a list, because x was a list. If you observe here, x is a list. Okay, I cannot zoom this part unfortunately, so you might want to look at the video on YouTube channel and zoom it. I think that should be clear, no problem. All right, here. Now if I say y multiplied by 2, and if you were to print this, look at what has happened. It has taken all the elements okay, and it has multiplied each element with 2. So 10 multiplied by 2 is 20. 21 multiplied by 2 is 41. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6, so on and so forth. Okay, then y greater than 10, okay, meaning show me all of those which are greater than 10, and let me run one by one, otherwise it'll be easier. Okay, so what happens is when I say y greater than 10, you go to this y and look at the numbers. Y also has all these numbers. You took all those numbers from x and assign it to y. Now here y greater than 10, is 10 greater than 10? No, false. Y greater than 10. Is 21 greater than 10? Oh yes, true. Is 3 greater than 10? No, false. Is 14 greater than 10? True. Is 15 greater than 10? True. Is 16 greater than 10? True. You have that. Y of y greater than 10. Y greater than 10 will say false, true, false, etc. You are saying, what is that y value? Can you show me that y value? So if you just run this portion, it will tell you that these are the various numbers which are greater than 10, satisfying the condition greater than 10. Okay, next, and the final thing for the day. When you say numpy dot a range of numbers, this is another function. Array is one function within numpy, and a range is another function. If you just run it, and if you look at what is there in A, we'll say A contains 0 until 9. So you just printed a range of 10 numbers. Okay, so logically, let me complete this portion. Okay, now you're taking B and you're saying B is equal to A of colon colon 2. When you do this, let me print this B and show you. What it has done is, it is giving you the numbers as 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 with a gap of 2. With a space of 2 numbers, it's displaying the results here. So you created A and B, right? Now, do you know what? A has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and all these numbers, and B has 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now, when you say print these two, the beauty with NumPy is that it will not save these separately and these separately, because within this you have 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, so it will not store it separately. Look at this. NumPy dot shares memory A comma B. It checks whether A and B is sharing the memory or not. If A and B share memory, it says true. Look at that, A and B. So all the numbers that are getting repeated will actually not consume more memory for you. That's the beauty. Okay, so with this, I will stop here. And once again, if you want to watch the videos on the YouTube, go there. And today also we are going to post the questions or practice exercises. If you want to know the practice exercises, you will have to go to that link that I've just pinged, YouTube link, or go to 360DigiTMG, click on Facebook, scroll down completely, click on Facebook, and then you would you will have to click on follow. Please do not forget to do that. And then you'll be able to see the questions, practice exercises. And when you go to 360digitmg.com, and when you scroll down and click on LinkedIn, you will be able to see the practice exercise here. You just need to click on follow. That's it, right? And obviously, it's very easy for you to go to YouTube channel and just click on subscribe. That's it. You'll be able to watch the videos. Not just this, I have bunch of videos which are coming up. Please stay tuned to our channel. If you're interested to know more, to enroll for any of our programs, please feel free to drop an email or call on this number. Thank you all so much.
Bharani,
Yeah.
uh, I would like to take some feedback from the people if that's okay with you.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, please go ahead.
All right, so I'll take over.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the session. So, I have a few questions for you. So, please have a look at the poll. Please answer the poll. All right. I guess all of you are enjoying the session so far. That's amazing. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to share you guys a link where you can leave your feedback. So this feedback that you leave us will be very, very helpful to us. So I would highly recommend that you guys give your feedback here. And when you're giving feedback, please ensure that you give a fairly detailed feedback. Please don't give feedbacks with a thumbs up or nice session. Please be a little descriptive than that. And I'm actually going to give you guys 5 minutes to do it right now while we are waiting. And so the link is right now on the sticky note, and I'm also going to paste it in the comment section. So please click the link and you should be able to give the feedback there. So is everyone clear on how to give the feedback? Can you please confirm in the chat if you've understood it? Awesome. Good to see that all of you are enjoying. So Deepak, there would not be any attendance for this. You can leave a feedback with on the link that we shared on the top. So let me quickly explain. So what I'm going to do is this time I'm going to share my screen so that it's easy for you. So on top of your chat window, there is a sticky note. And here it says leave a review and then it's got a link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it again in the chat. All you need to do is click on this and it will open to a page that looks like this. And once this opens, I would request all of you to leave a review here. So just give it a second while it opens. All right, since I've already given a review, it's asking me to edit, but if you're doing it for the first time, it would say leave a review and give however many stars you feel like giving. I personally would give it 5 stars. And after this is where I want you guys to give a detailed review. Don't just give something like, please do not do this. Don't put thumbs up or say good session. Please don't do that. Please be a little descriptive when you give a review because it helps someone who is searching for our company. So I would probably say that the sessions were amazing. The trainer was very resourceful. And just use your own words, guys. I don't want to give it because I don't want you to type in the exact same things. So just type in your review, probably give it maybe 3 or 4 sentences. And once it's done, just let me know here that you have completed. So I'm also going to give this link for those of you who are watching us on YouTube. So there is a link for you guys. You can just click on it and give the link. I've just pasted it, guys, for all of you who are watching on the YouTube. I just gave it free. And Akhil Aman, these sessions are all free. And I'm pretty sure you have not paid anything for this because it's a free session. Thank you, guys. Dr. Vijay Kumar, I'm just pasting it for you. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. And probably you may have to refresh it, Narmada Devi, and then you will get it. All right. Thank you so much, guys. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a good day.